Hey, my workplace warriors, welcome to another video. I'm on this mission to help you live your very best career life. So if you are stopping by for the first time, welcome. If you're a return visitor, welcome back. Do me a couple of favors. One, since I'm on this mission to help you live your very best career life, let the algorithm know that you like this content, you got value from it, so that I can help more people. And you do that by smashing the like button, then also sharing it with your network so that I can help more people that way as well. And when you're ready, go ahead and help me out by subscribing and check back. Also, click on the notification bell, and also that you can be amongst the first to know when I drop new content. So, of course, we're continuing our job search readiness series, and today's subject is the video interview. Now, we all know that since COVID, the video interview has become the queen or the king, whichever way you want to look at it. And a lot of people have had to make some adjustments so that they could conduct effective video interviews, and that's on both sides, not only on the candidate side but also on the employer side, because remember, we were typically not used to doing video interviews. So I'm hoping that the information that I share with you today about preparing for a video interview as a job search candidate, that it will help you to feel more comfortable, because a lot of us do not feel comfortable in this space of being in front of the camera, but we've had to get accustomed to it. And I'm going to give you some more tips and tricks that I think will help you to feel even more comfortable, and before you know it, you'll be a video interview pro. So let's get started. Number one, if you have a video interview, ask them what platform they use. They could use Zoom, they might use Teams, they might use some other video, GoToWebinar, any of those platforms, but find out which platform. And what you want to do is you want to look on YouTube or do a Google search on how to conduct effective video interviews utilizing that particular platform. And so you can't go wrong by going on YouTube and getting a how-to video and watching that video, and then also seeing if you don't already have an account for that particular platform, you may be able to have like a 7-day free trial or something like that to let you get some practice time in with that platform. But never fear, I can tell you that once you get used to one video conferencing platform, it's really not going to take you much to feel comfortable with the next one. So the main thing is just feeling comfortable in front of the camera first, so that you don't feel kind of like a fish out of water. Other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you select an area in your home or wherever you're going to be participating in the interview that is going to be free from background noise. You don't want something to cause a distraction for you. Turn that cell phone off, even if you have it in the room with you when you are in your interview. Make sure that you turn it on silent. Make sure it's not on vibrate, and then turn it upside down so that you're not distracted if you get a call during the interview as well. Also, make sure that you have good lighting. Your lighting, if possible, the room where you have your interview should have or it would be nice to have a window that you can face so that you can have natural light that is meeting your face and gives you just kind of a natural glow. But in the absence of that, you can always go and grab yourself a ring light. The regular lights are usually not the best, but you can still work with the regular lights, and always also place your lighting in front of you. Make sure that you do not have a lamp on like behind your head, because what it's going to do for the people who are viewing you on the video is going to cast a shadow around you, and it's going to kind of, mess up your lighting, make it a little more difficult for those who are viewing you on the video potentially to have a difficult time seeing your image clearly. So make sure that you set up your workspace where you're comfortable, where you have good lighting, either natural lighting or a ring light, or a bright lamp that you could set maybe on a table or a stand in front of you to cast a nice soft light onto your face. The other is it's okay to wear earbuds or headphones during your interview, but make sure that if you have wireless headphones that you have fully charged them, so that you don't run out of juice in your headphones during your interview. And then have a backup pair, like earbuds or AirPods or whatever. Have those in a drawer or right there laying on your desk or a table near you, so that if you do have to switch your devices, or you have trouble with the first one, that you are good to go just by taking a couple of seconds to change your device. Make sure too that you have a pen and paper to take notes. It is absolutely fine to take notes during a video interview, because I don't know what it is about us having the video interview. A lot of times, for some reason, it makes me forget about having paper and pen. So make sure you have a couple of good writing pens that you can jot down important information that will be shared with you by the interviewers during the interview. And some other things that you want to have are a bottle of water, so that if your throat gets dry, remember you're going to be doing quite a bit of speaking, responding to the interview questions that the interviewers ask you. So you want to have yourself a bottle of water nearby, so that you can take a sip if you need to. Be mindful too during the interview of not talking over other people. That has been one of the biggest challenges to a lot of us, because we were so used to having in-person meetings, and while everyone has gotten better, we still do it sometimes where we speak over the other person. And just remember that there may be a slight delay from one virtual location to the other, between your virtual location and the interviewer's virtual location, and kind of give time for that. Be aware of your body language. Sit straight. Make sure that you have your hands comfortably in front of you, but pay attention to any nervous movements that you may make, like playing with your hands or what have you. Just try and find what I find helps me is to hold a pen during the interview, and for one, I can quickly jot down notes, but then also holding that pen in my hand that I write with helps to cut down on the number of nervous movements that I may do. Also, be mindful. Look at the light. As they say, follow the light. When you have your camera, make sure you turn your camera on. Make sure that when the interviewer is speaking, that if you can, that you put yourself on mute and listen very carefully. It is quite okay to ask them to repeat a question if you need to hear it again. But then also, by putting them on mute, it will give the opportunity for them to fully ask their question and not be distracted, just in case there is any type of background noise. If you have small children, please get a sitter, preferably outside of your home. because if you have small children, they're going to want to usually be where you are. And so, if at all, if you can have a sitter or one day daycare where you can drop them off so that you can not have to worry about your children's safety, their whereabouts during the interview, or not even having to worry about the possibility of a little one knocking on the door where they know that you are, because they don't understand that you're in an interview. If you have pets, make sure that if you can't have them boarded temporarily, or a dog sitter to come and care for them, maybe put them in a room temporarily where they are contained in a room, because if you have a dog like I do, at the most inopportune time, they will start barking. Never fails. And yes, that has happened to me in virtual interviews before. So, word to the wise, make sure that the children are cared for by someone, and that your pet is safely someplace closed in a room, enclosed in a room where it will cut down on the likelihood of their barking, especially if you have a dog or another pet that may make quite a bit of noise, that they won't be heard during the interview. Then also, do not end the meeting before your interviewers. Once they've asked all of their questions, you ask any questions that you have for them, and then you all make the necessary small talk. You can also ask them, for your interviewer or interviewers, for their names, or you can ask them if you can take the time to write down their names, because their names should show in their square in the frame where their image appears. And just make sure that you write their names down correctly with the correct spelling and everything. And once you thank them for inviting you for an interview, and they thank you for participating, and give you next steps about what's next in the selection process, then wait for your interviewers to click end once you give your ending greeting. So there you have it. I hope that you've gotten a lot of value from this content. I would love to see you come by many more times to take in a lot of this valuable content that I release for you several times a week. And as always, career success to you, and I'll see you soon.